good morning, ninjas. Good morning. We're here. Morning, James.
Morning, sir.
All right, we're here. I got the little mini excavator here. So me and Danny, what's up, Danny? Me and Danny are going to use this bad boy, and we're going to switch and take turns and take care of those holes for the big American hollies that are going to be. We'll have to pick them up, obviously, and bring them, but not today. Today we're just going to deal with the holes. But Michael Jordan and James are going to be dealing with these. We got about $1,000, give or take, probably a little more than that, in flowers, plants, flowers that all need to be planted. As you can see, they've already put them exactly where they want them. So all they got to do is actually plant them exactly where they put them. So I'm gonna walk all the way around to show you where they are. Okay, all these have to be planted completely. All right, every single one of them. And then there's a little bit up here in the front. So while I got those two ninjas dealing with that, there's some right here. Me and Danny. So you guys are good? Okay.
Yes, sir.
You get started. You guys just wherever you want to start, it doesn't bother me. I don't care. Just work your way around.
Yeah, probably here and just work.
Sure, whatever. There's a couple here and then a couple over there, and there's none over here. So
Okay.
up to you guys. Thank you. And there's one couple here. Yeah, don't. Yep. But me and Dan the man. I think that's it. We're gonna stick with Dan the man. How about that?
All right.
Dan the man. We're gonna go back here. So this is why I wanted a small excavator. See, we got to fit through here. And we may even have to move this to the side so I can get in here. It's gonna be interesting. If we need to cut something, I do have a chainsaw and we can cut it. But the only one back here, as far as the stump that we have to get, remove, is right here. I don't think he wants another tree here, but at least when we remove this stump, I'll have an idea as far as the hole for the other ones. Sorry. But the other three, where we got to remove the stumps, are here, here, and one more over there. Okay, so I gave you a walk around. They're getting started. Danny's just kind of clearing the pathway up over there. I'm gonna get ready to unload the excavator. But I wanted to talk to you real quickly. I told you I'd have a little bit more answers. And so I do. Where should I start? I love the comments, by the way, in last night's video. A lot of you have like, oh yeah, the two other ninjas on a crew, they're doing their thing out there, while Nick is pushing it with this crew. Wrong. So Commando Rambo found another job for a lawn care company, and well, he told me it was for a concrete company, but he told James it was for a lawn care company. So that was pretty bizarre. I'm not sure which one it is, nor does it really matter. I don't care. I don't see why he had to lie to one of us, because he apparently lied to one of us, and I could have sworn I saw him this morning on the other lawn care company truck that we passed by. But it's not a big deal. But yeah, he found another job. Apparently he wanted more hours and wasn't making enough, is from what I was told by him. But what's funny is when I was asking who wants to work Sunday, he denied, because he said he had plans. So that means the hours was not the issue, and I'm not really sure what was. He had the mowing position, right? He was I was training him on there, and I guess he decided to go to something else or a different company, which is fine. I would have appreciated a week's notice at least, instead of literally just like over 1 or 2 days. But it is what it is. I remember how I said yesterday, guys, some stuff is out of my control, others is in my control. So I can't, whatever. It is what it is. The guy's moved on. It happens. So I wish him the best, and I do thank him for all the help that he's done. I don't respect how he did it, but I do respect his work when he did work for me. His work ethic is awesome. Pace. So let me give you guys a quick update on Pace. I want to turn the truck on because AC. All right. Pace. So Saturday, I didn't make a video. Now, a lot of you ninjas already know I've had a lot of issues with Pace. All right. A lot of issues with Pace from even last season. From calling out or not being able to wake up. A lot of people were saying, part ways with him. Several times he couldn't wake up. He left me hanging last season. Being mouthy, talking back several times where he even apologized and then he did it again. There's just numerous things. I don't, not trying to turn this whole thing into like an hour speech, but I've had so many hiccups with Pace that a lot of people by now, a long time ago, would have parted ways. But I always kept thinking, it's gonna better. And it just seems like it always it repeats the cycle. It doesn't get better. So Saturday I didn't make a video because there was a mouth situation going on. He smarted off, which really is kind of what set the mood for the day. And then we came to the Hamburger Hill. I told him to mow. He refused, basically stating he's not comfortable with it. 2 weeks ago, he mowed fine. You guys saw it on camera. There was no problems. Yes, we had a lot of rain here lately, but he didn't. All he had to do is take the mower, mow as far as he was comfortable, and said, Nick, I can't mow any further. I'm not comfortable. We would have weed-eated the rest, no problem. I would have never put him or any of us in any harm's way whatsoever, including myself. So, but I ended up mowing that Hamburger Hill because he basically just refused because he was not comfortable. But I told him, I was basically saying it's not a question. I need you to mow, because I was planning on doing a little bit of video for you guys. And he basically smarted off again for the second time that day, saying, well, if I wreck your mower, it's not my problem. And I obviously flipped out at that point, and I said, you know what, forget it, I'm mowing. So I jumped on there and I mowed, and they weed-eated. But at that point, I was pretty much ready to just call it a day with him. And I did. So when we finished that day, I took him home and I dropped him off, and I said, you're off for the weekend. That was Saturday, of course. We were off Sunday, and I told him, you're off till Wednesday, which is tomorrow, because I needed some time off from him. I'm just so sick and tired of the smart off, talking back. That really is what set the mood for Saturday. I do understand if he was not comfortable mowing that yard, but again, it was just the way he presented it. All he had to do is mow upper part and say, Nick, I'm not comfortable any further. We would have weed-eated, which we did. I ended up mowing it, like I said, and I didn't mow the whole thing. They ended up weeding more than usual, but just because it was a little bit more wet than usual. So I took him home. Now I told him he's off till Wednesday, but here's my thing with Pace. He's blasting on social media that the time that I gave him off till Wednesday, he's looking for another job. Okay, so he's blasting on social media that he's looking for another job. Okay, that's fine. That tells me he does not want to be here, and that tells me that he's not going to change with the whole attitude, smarting off, and all the little hiccups me and him have had. So I have to take that in consideration, that he's actively looking for another job. There's no reason for me to bring him back if he's already actively looking for another job and he's already throwing that out there on social media. So to me, he quit because the actual statements that he's posting on there is, I'm looking for another job these next couple of days because I'm tired of the power trip. Power Trip. Yeah. You're gonna do as I tell you, or you can go start your own thing, or you can go try to find another job someplace else where you think you're gonna have it your way. Maybe Burger King, because Burger King, I think their slogan is "You can have it your way." I don't know. I thought that was funny, but somebody else said that, so I thought that was pretty funny. But no, seriously, like wherever you go, you're gonna have a boss, and they're gonna tell you what to do. That's just part of it, and I think Pizza's had an issue with that all along, and that's one of the reasons me and him always are butting heads. So, you know, it is what it is. But I have to, when he puts that on social media that he's tired of the Power Trip and he's looking for another job, I have to take that in consideration, that he's quitting. He's looking for another job. That means I don't need to wait till he finds another job and then he's just going to get up and walk off and quit on me, which is basically what Brandon did. So I don't need to just wait for that. I need to go ahead and make sure the position is covered so I have enough people to continue on. So I did. I improvised and I did what I had to do to call people around and make sure the position is filled. I originally planned on bringing him back tomorrow, Wednesday, but once I saw what he's doing and that he's looking actively for another job, then I improvised and I made sure I filled the position. So there's the update, ninjas. So Brando's moved on, Pizza's moved on, he's actively looking, and I made sure my position is filled as a owner and make sure my business keeps moving forward. So kind of like back in the day with Justino and Steve-O, guys. People come, people go. I even said it a few weeks ago, you know, I have plans and things like a second crew, but remember how I said plans can always change? I got another crew here. So far, so good. Everybody's respectful. Everybody wants to be here as of right now. Will things change down the road? I hope not, but they can. It may just be. You just don't know. You got to also understand, guys, this type of work is not for everybody. So sometimes some of the new guys that come on board, they may quickly leave because they'll, you know, find out and discover they don't like the heat. They end up not liking the work, whatever it may be. So guys, you're going to see faces come and go. Some will stay longer, some will not. It's a shame of what happened with Brando and Peace. You know, that Peace is basically looking for another job and you know, tired of the Power Trip because I'm just asking them to do certain things on certain jobs. That's my position. I am the owner and I'm going to tell you what to do and I'm going to ask you what to do, or ask you politely, whatever. But the fact of the matter is, you don't just tell me what you want to do and what you don't want to do. If you're not comfortable with something, then you just do it up to a certain point and just say, I'm not comfortable with the rest. Because there was plenty on Hamburger Hill where he could have mowed up at the top, you know, before we got to that very drop. And 2 weeks ago, he had no problem. Since when did Peace not want to be on a mower? So I think there's a little more to that. But anyway, there's the update, ninjas. So you've been asking. I know, love the comments. Everybody was just guessing, but that's what's been going on. We got to get going. Looks like Danny's done trimming everything,
Yeah.
Clearing the way.
He come outside. He wants some weeds moved.
Okay.
Dug out. He said if you have any questions, just come out.
Did he point to you which ones?
Yes.
Are you gonna do it?
Told him.
Told them. Okay,
Yeah.
Good.
So I'm gonna unload it, or
Just drop them and I'll be right there. I'm pretty much done with the video. I just wanted to give him a quick update. So there you go, ninjas. I gotta go. I'll try to give you a little bit of footage, of course, as we make progress. This is all I have scheduled for today. And like I said, if we finish in time, then I'm gonna take the excavator down to the HOAs and knock out those other two, I believe they're hollies as well, in those two front beds where we're cleaning them. So I know a lot of you are going to be sad, disappointed. I know you guys connect on everybody connects. I feel like we do emotionally get involved because you guys do watch and follow this channel, and I know how you guys you know, really were upset when Steve-O left, and Justino even more so for Steve-O, because you guys seem to have connected with him a little bit more, because Justino was just not a camera guy. Not so much, at least. And Steve-O loved the camera. So, you know, I understand, and I don't know what to tell you. This is part of the journey. I feel like every lawn care company to some extent goes through this. You know, they're gonna have good guys and bad guys come on board, and things are gonna happen. This is the real world, ninjas. The good, the bad, the ugly. And you know, it's it is what it is. I can't, you know, if I let it get to me and affect me hardcore, then I wouldn't be focusing and running my business, and then the other guys wouldn't have a job because I would be at home depressed or sad or mad or angry or whatever. So I've, in 10 years of my business, and how, you know, I've learned to cope with it, and you just move on. And you know, I respect everybody. Thanks to everyone who's ever worked for me and really put in the work. And everything that anybody ever does for me, they get paid. Nobody's volunteering for nothing. So I do want to throw that out there, because sometimes I think it seems like people think, oh, somebody's put in their time, they've been there longer, they deserve this or that. People get paid. This is a job, it's a business. People get paid. Nobody's volunteering for anything. And you know, it is what it is. So when I had a job at a manufacturing company, when I worked for about 8 years, I had things I loved and I had things I hated. But you know what? At the end of the day, whatever I did in there, I got paid for. So, and then I ended up parting ways because there was something else for me. So, but there you go. To conclude it, Brando's got a different job. Pizza's looking for a different job. And so that tells me he's quitting, because I'm not going to have him on the team and just waiting while he finds something else, so that way he can just get up and disappear one day. I need to improvise and make sure the position is filled, so that way I don't end up just being left hanging there, right, with no help. So, all right, stay tuned. I'll show you the updates, but sorry guys, but that's the update. I know a lot of you might be a little bit disappointed, but what can I do? It is what it is. See you, ninjas. All right, ninjas, as you can see, we have are trying to get this root out, well, stump. And so what we did is we dug a little bit around it, of course, and now we tied it with the chains, and I'm hoping it's loose enough to where it'll just lift up when I lift up the hand right here, or right, bucket and whatever. So that's the goal, and if it doesn't, then we'll have to wiggle her around some more. So I just want to give you a quick update, but I'm gonna hand the camera to Dan the man over here, Danny, and let's see if this works out. So here we go. What's up, Danny? What's up?
Well, this is how far James and them have gotten since we've been playing with roots. They still have a few right here to go. James over here in his little world, I guess. What's up, James Bond?
What's that?
You having fun?
I'm over here planting these flowers. Yes, I'm having fun.
Look at that root. Man. Having fun?
Yes, I am. I'm listening to 80s music and planting flowers.
Hey, planting flowers. We're gonna take a whirl this way. See what old Michael Jordan's got done. Man, he's about camouflaged in. Oh, there he is. Michael Jordan. Look at all that. He's done good work. See if we can get a little nick loading this root. Look at that. Ain't nothing like a day worth of pulling some root. good. He looks like a professional, don't he? Like he done it a time or two.
And that's how we do it. Ninja style. All right, ninjas, we're wrapping it up here at the HOAs. I just pulled out those 2 huge hollies. Did not get a chance to record because we just wanted to get done and get those suckers yanked, and I left the camera in the truck. So there we are. It's a wrap. I gotta take this bad boy to give it a little rinse down before I return it. And we're done for today. I guess I'll show you over here what we did. But yeah, ninjas, we're done, and this is really the conclusion. So it actually worked out really good, and it's 4 o'clock, so perfect timing. Worked out really good, you know. That machine came handy for that job and this job as well. So I love it when stuff like that works out. Sorry, but here it is. As you guys, if you remember, there was a huge holly right over here in the corner of each entrance. I'll show you the other side here in a sec. So we cut it with a chainsaw, and then we basically just yanked it out. Same concept as we did over there at that other job, which is the chains. We used the chains. I had to, of course, dig a little bit around it. Nowhere near as bad as that other job, but I had to dig a little bit around it just to kind of get it loose from out of ground. And that one's out as well. So the next thing here that we have to do is basically scrape off all this remainder of mulch, anything else that may be in here, basically down to pure dirt. And they're gonna have somebody else doing the lights. That's not my thing. I don't want to mess with electrical stuff and anything like that, so it's not my thing. So yeah, that's it. It's a wrap. Done. And it's good. It's very good. So like I said, we got to get this rinsed and headed to the house. We're done for today. I'm not really sure what time they're open till, so I need to check on my phone before we take off, because if they're closed, then I'm not gonna wash it, because I'm gonna go home and I got a stump of my own I need to pull out. But if they're not closed, then I'll quickly rinse it and we'll drop it off. James?
Yes, sir.
How was your day?
It was good. I spent most of it on my knees, so you know I made some money. You know, that's what's happening. Danny shaking his head. He was on his knees just a little bit too now.
Danny was on his knees. I know. Look at him. Look at him. He's over there hustling and muscling.
Yes, you know them Wrangler jeans he's wearing, because you got to get wrangled up in them to get in there. That's not good on him.
Hear that, Danny? Them Wrangler jeans looking good on you. So, any thoughts from you personally on Michael Jordan?
Yes, that is the one-of-a-kind Super Ninja.
One-of-a-kind Super Ninja.
Yes.
And why is that?
They don't even make them in this country. See, that's the only one. So
They don't even make them in this country.
No.
So you're saying one of the hardest working ninjas you've come across?
Ever. Yes.
Ever.
Yes.
Wow. That's powerful.
Yes, that man works circles.
Work circles. What did he do that really stood out to us when we were over there yanking that stump?
He was up here cleaning off the trailer, which would have taken more time that we would have had to stop, went and done before we could have even left. And now we're getting out of here. Dude, he's working both beds. We're probably getting out of here 20 minutes earlier than we would have.
And what's cool is Danny and James admitted that when we saw him doing what he's doing, that they wouldn't have done that unless I asked them to.
That's true. Very
So
true.
that, you know, with them just admitting that, that just makes it more stand out even than what he's doing. So really, really glad he's on the team. Really, I hope he works out. Like, I hope, you know, he likes it enough to stick around, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
Because we, I truly, I see the potential and I see the hard work and dedication so far. So the second day only, too early to say anything, but yeah, Danny.
What?
How was your day?
Good.
Yeah.
Eventful.
Yeah. Danny be reading all them comments from last night's video. He's like, man, I'm getting all kinds of love. You're the OG ninja.
That's right.
All kinds of love. So, guys, Jordan. Good day.
Good.
I love it. I love it. Guys, we're gonna wrap it up here. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Also the update, which is the first part of the video. I basically updated you guys of what's been going on now that I have some confirmations. And we're gonna keep her moving steady. Tomorrow's back to the regular old mowing days, so it's gonna be a good long Wednesday. So all right guys, take care, peace out everybody.